All right, Victoria, thank you. California seeing a rise in violent crimes, including right here in San Diego.
San Diego Police Chief David Nislight joining us now with more. Chief, good morning. Good to see you again in person.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Before we get to we have a lot to talk about, obviously,
Yes.
but over the weekend you had to suspend one of your officers. He was at a bar in PB. We heard the story all weekend long, brandishing a gun in what some witnesses say was a threatening manner, creating a disturbance. You acted quickly on this. Explain what happened.
Yeah, I got the call late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, and it's extremely disappointing when one of your officers does something. Allegations are very serious. Obviously involving a firearm, and so, what happened does not live up to the standards of the San Diego Police Department, and so that's why you saw my very swift and quick action. And that was to suspend him and remove his police powers.
The message that sends to people, obviously, because I remember when you took over, transparency is going to be #1 for me. You stepped up right away. He was arrested. And so the DA is looking into it. What can we expect moving down? You said this is a pretty serious accusation.
Yes, it is. And it's a very concerning allegation, obviously, involving a firearm. And so we take that very serious. So as we move forward, the case will be sent over to the district attorney for prosecution. It will be up to the district attorney's office whether they move forward or not.
I want to talk a little bit about crimes. We all notice it in the mornings right here on the show. We are constantly reporting, and one would stop and say, is something going on? Are we seeing something that there's a trend and increase in these crimes? And there actually is.
Yes, there is. It's very concerning. The amount of gun violence we're seeing, the amount of guns that we're seeing in our communities is very concerning to me. Again, been around here for 33 years in the San Diego Police Department, and I can't recall a time where we're seeing so much gun violence. We're seeing so many people armed. Our officers are confronting armed persons multiple times a day. And so that's very concerning. Obviously, our homicide numbers are up. I think they're up about 20% right now as we look, and our shootings are seriously up.
What do you think is behind it?
I think it's a little bit of everything. I think the pandemic, a lot of the angst, people out of work, people out of school, the courts closed. There is a feeling from those that commit crime that they're not going to be held accountable. I think you put all of that as a recipe for this, and San Diego's not unique. You look across the nation. I was looking at a report this morning. Pretty much all the large cities across this nation, majority of them have seen a major uptick in gun violence.
Over the last couple of years, police departments nationwide have taken quite the hit. From the defund the police movement to the fact that there's just a lack of trust now among the community that you're trying to help. How do you address that, and what are your thoughts on the fact that a lot of, there are other cities where they're taking away from the budget for police departments?
Yeah.
Is there a connection there, in your opinion?
I do think there is a connection there. When you're talking about defund the police or the reimagining, whatever terms you want to use, I think it says to the criminal element that the police are not desired. They might have lost some of their authority, and so I think that also plays into it. And I've talked to people that are committing crime, and that's how they feel. They do not feel they're going to be held accountable, and that's very concerning. And I'm glad to see that not only the courts are reopening, the jails are reopening, and I want to make certain that people do understand they will be held accountable for crime.
But we've also seen law enforcement more patient and changing policies in the way that you're dealing with some of these situations.
Yeah, one of the things when you talk about law enforcement, people want good law enforcement. They want better law enforcement. We all do. And so you're looking at, myself and other chiefs across this nation looking at policy, looking at ways to improve this profession, but also making certain that people understand that we're still open for business. We are still going to go out and address crime. And when I talk to the community, the one thing they want more police. They want more officers, they want a quicker response from us, and they want us to address not only violent crime, but all, quality of life crime.
Sure.
And, people are very concerned about what's going on across the nation right now and in the city.
When you hear about the rates increasing, are you seeing this equally across the entire city? Is it only in certain neighborhoods? Because then you open up another can of worms. Like, well, you're only coming to this one neighborhood because you're pointing the finger at us that we're committing all the crimes. Certain hotspots, if you will. Are we seeing that increases everywhere? Or because I know you guys have more policing and more involvement now. We've seen some of the videos you've posted. Yeah. Police officers playing basketball, playing football with the community.
Yeah, really, when you look at the crime across the city, it really is across the board, from north to south. But, a lot of this is being driven by our gangs. And so obviously we're obviously trying to concentrate that on reducing that, not only reducing the gang violence, but also reducing the number of those who are joining gangs. So we're trying to hit it on both fronts, trying to be preventative about it, but also reacting to it also.
Are there more gangs in San Diego in the last, say, 5 to 10 years, and are they getting more members, or that we're seeing more of these crimes?
No, I'm happy to say that actually not only the gangs and the gang involvement, or I should say the number of gang members is actually reducing, which is a great thing.
But there is a number when it comes to gun that is increasing. Guns. From last spring, we're reporting this morning that the number of these ghost guns have just
Yes.
gone up. So is this pandemic related as well?
You know, I think you saw a lot of people during the pandemic were worried about their safety, so they bought firearms, and now this created this whole little niche market of ghost guns. And
Yeah.
you know, we've already reached our total for 2020 already in its first 6 months. We've already exceeded that.
Oh.
And so it's very concerning. We're also, you know, not only impounding ghost guns, but impounding, you know, legally made firearms, if you would, at a higher rate than we did in 2020. So it's concerning. But the ghost guns, I've been very outspoken about ghost guns. I'm very concerned about them getting into the hands of those that are prohibited, either because of mental health evaluations or due to crime.
The city council is taking a measure on those ghost guns. Marnie von Wilper was bringing that up. Obviously, you expect that to pass in our city council?
I hope it does.
Yeah.
You know, I really want the city council to send the message to the community that, you know, public safety is their priority, and that we need to make certain that we're keeping our communities safe. And one way we do this is to really take away the ability of those to get ghost guns.
You know, sometimes the term gets out there in the media and everybody, oh, ghost guns. But do people really understand what these are? Can you explain? Because we were seeing some of these videos here, and it almost looks like when you get just an instructional manual on how to build it. Is there a difference between when they just kind of shave off the serial number off a gun versus these things that look to be kits?
Yeah, so ghost gun is truly what they call an 80% firearm. And so there is some work that you have to do, specifically when you get a handgun.
Because it's legal to have 80% of the thing, but it makes it illegal if it's the last 20%. So if you just click it on yourself.
Yeah, you actually have to drill a couple holes to do the trigger assembly and the slide assembly. It takes you about 20-30 minutes. There is instructional video. It comes in a jig with a drill bit, and then you complete that work. You buy the other parts and you put it together, and you have a fully functioning firearm. A lot of people don't think these are real firearms or they'll malfunction. No, they're real firearms, and they do function pretty much as it does everything else.
Before we let you go, can you give us perspective in terms of the crimes you're seeing out there? How many of these ghost guns are you seeing on a daily basis? Like, how big of a problem really is this?
It's a big problem. We're seeing right now, we're impounding about every 1 in 4 and 1 in 5 of firearms that we're seizing right now are ghost guns. We've seized multiple this weekend.
Unbelievable. Chief David Nisleit, we know you're a busy man. We appreciate you taking the time coming in and talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you.